Hello, welcome back. An English language stream now. I fixed the category quickly when I realized it was still on Minecraft. Well, technically it is Minecraft, but it's not gaming per se. It's actually development, and I mean literally programming stuff, right? It is for Minecraft, but it's like my own creation and my own code basically that's running inside the game, basically, right? It's not like creating something without the use of programming language. It is Java basically. So yeah. Well, this is the main class that actually makes up this plugin, and as you can see, I'm using IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition for managing this plugin. I have to actually one thing. This timer, chat commands, settings. No. I want to try the dual live announcement. This is one. This is the announce. I want to do. Yep. Let's announce. Now it should actually do announcement when the stream begins. That's what I wanted to try again. And I'll have to also try and kind of auto moderation, like fix it a little bit or ask about it why the filters don't work, basically, right? So let's start. Sorry, I'm a little bit thirsty and I'm a little bit nervous as well, right? This is I didn't actually share it on stream until tonight. But now I have to, basically. Well, let's actually see this. Can I? Yes, I can. Yep. So. Oh boy. I'll do this. Right. So, as you can see, this is my readme. And what I need to do is the disclaimer, recommendations as well. What I've added here is a base permission. This is like a latest one. I've recently checked out to beta 1. It's 1.1.0-beta. Oh, it asks me to download an IntelliJ IDEA. Alright, let's do it. I'm sorry if it actually to do it on stream. I didn't actually up until last second or so, I was actually chatting with my friend about shit and whatever, and just chit chatting, right? Oh, and plugin updates. Ready for update? Okay, let's restart it. This is a G launcher. I'm using G launcher for the game. Okay. I'm not sure if it was actually visible on stream. If it was actually, I'm gonna actually check from the VOD, I guess, if it was visible on stream. The UAC actually appeared, right? I'm not sure if it shows up or it's just black screen, I guess. I don't know. So yeah. We're gonna be using this one. I can actually just launch it, I guess. Let's go. Please update. I'm gonna actually close this one. Don't need it now. Word. I'm gonna need it tomorrow in the morning. Well, I guess it's not gonna be much of development now, because I'm actually thinking of like adding a more like adding support for bungee cord and related stuff, right? So that's one thing. Note. No. And what I'm actually gonna do. Oh, server. Let's add this thing. Server. And I'm gonna do localhost. Okay, it's localhost server doesn't actually run now, so that's what I'm gonna actually do next. Well, it's cleaning up. That's good. It should restart anytime soon. This one should be actually at the top, I guess. Please. It's my own announcement. And if if I'll be lucky, I might actually catch up Wolfie with some Among Us, I guess. But I might actually throw you to someone else who's doing coding. As much as I would like Thor to be the one that takes you over, which is Pirate Software, who actually basically inspired me to have at least one stream dedicated for coding, basically for programming and development, software and games. Basically, this kind of counts as game development, right? Okay. It didn't actually show up right away. It was opened in the background. Right, indexing. Please come up. Please go. JSON schema error. Oh, come on. Nothing to show. Services. This is a terminal. Why is it Windows PowerShell? Why Windows PowerShell? I've actually installed a new PowerShell. Why does it actually use Windows? Let's do settings. Oh boy, I didn't actually try out application. Default tab name local. Enable new terminal. Let's do shell path. Let's actually use this one. Let's do apply and okay. Let's open it again. Yes, please. This is the correct one. Unless. Yep, that works. Right. That works. Okay. This is PowerShell 7.5. That's a good one. Some problems. This is Git, of course. Bug fix. Release merge pull request. Now update to v1.1.1.0 beta 1. I guess I'm gonna actually change it. Like after this beta version, I'm gonna actually change it to like working on the master, which is gonna be like the unstable code, right? It's gonna be actually that code is gonna be uh, explained in. This code actually is gonna be like worked on, and the releases will be like tags actually, right? So if there's actually some hotfix I need to do on a release, I'm gonna just go to the. I'm gonna actually just go to the tag, create a new branch from there, basically. Do a hotfix there and kind of like a release a hotfix, and then I'm just actually gonna be like merge them together, right? It's gonna be messy, but this is kind of how it should work, I guess. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, I guess. So there is this version. Right. As import players. Import player. Import. What is imported? Turn vanilla whitelist off and turn better whitelist on. It's kind of the like the verbose that's gonna be actually outputted to the console, basically, right? So yeah. The message. This is the placeholder, basically, right? This says yes or no. As you may know, there are actually some cracked servers, right? Mainly in Russia. And I guess Russia doesn't actually have access to the game legally. They cannot purchase the game, basically, right? It's locked out to Russia. First, sanctions, right? As well. I don't really want to dabble into politics here. I just say that I don't really support these sanctions because uh, they only make inconvenience for regular people that are living there. That just are just living they have nothing to do with the politics there, right? Basically. So these sanctions just inconvenient, not just inconvenience for regulars. There's nothing else basically. So yeah. And they actually have to resort to piracy to overcome these issues, right? And even Notch, when it was like starting, Notch was actually like, hey, if you can't afford the game, it's okay if you pirate it, if you decide to buy the game later, right? If you can afford it in the future, just pirate it and try it for time being before you just buy the game and, you know, play properly, right? It's like Notch was cool with that, right? The thing is, Notch does no longer actually owns the game, so it's kind of more complicated. It's owned by Microsoft. Microsoft is not really fond of that. And to be fair, I don't really support piracy as well. But I can understand that players are having some tough time, like finding money to buy the game, right? Especially here in Czechia, where the economy isn't actually the greatest, and well, a lot of people struggle with necessities, right? It's like they want to play some games as well. And to be honest, for us, this game is a little bit expensive, right? It's a little bit too much. So, I bought it for $15 at the time. It was like 15 euros basically. It's like $15 now. It's actually it was actually in a sale, and back then it was actually sold separately from the Bedrock edition. It was like the Java edition and Bedrock edition sold separately. So, but there was this what is it called? Event that actually took place, a sale event, where if you bought this discounted Java edition Minecraft, you actually got the Bedrock edition, the Windows 10 edition for PC for free as a gift from Microsoft. So you entered the gift code to the redeem code, right? To the redeem form, and you got the free Windows 10 edition, basically, to it, right? So that's neat, I guess, right? Yeah, I got it. So now I've got like proper Minecraft account, right? So especially that I could actually play on Hypixel, I guess, right? So yeah, that's kind of a thing. I don't play on Hypixel anymore. Like I don't really have time for that. I have so much time with seeking an employment. I actually have so much time right now seeking employment. I actually had time with job itself, and I have so much time with school actually. I just started recently. Streaming because I was like, well, yeah, I still have school to do, and but it's not nearly as much as I had before. So I finally have some time for that, right? Some. It's not ideal, I would say. So yeah, I'm kind of spending so much time looking at jobs and yeah, kind of thing. I don't. It's okay. As for Minecraft, yeah, I have it actually bought. I do actually own a legal copy. A lot of my friends don't actually, so yeah, kind of. I won't name them. First of all, because I actually respect their privacy. And second of all, it's not really important who they are, and I don't actually want to expose them for having a pirated version of the game, basically, right? But they don't really have a choice, basically. They either don't have enough money to buy it, or they are not really allowed to. Uh, some of them are underage, right? So they don't really have like permission from their parents to buy games, basically, right? As soon as they turn 18, yeah, no. As soon as they turn 18 and they like start making their own money, it's it's their responsibility to, you know, take care of that money they receive, that money they actually make, right? So yeah. And of course I speak 18, I say 18 because 18 is like the legal uh, age here in Europe, majority of European countries, when drinking is permitted. You know, this drinking age is 18 here. It's not like in America like 21. It's not like that. You can legally drive at 18, which is also no in America. You need to be 21 to legally drive alone. You know, or you can drive since 16. Uh, in America, under supervision, basically, right? And you're not like allowed to drive like a full power car or something. I don't know. It's kind of you can drive here from 15 on a motorcycle, and it's like a small motorcycle basically. Or you can actually drive like a small underpowered car from 15 years old. Or you can drive from like 17 years old, like a full car, but under supervision. And from 18 years old, you can actually drive alone, right? In like a full car, and on a strong motorcycle as well. So yeah, it's like kind of those legal ages here. You're essentially adult from 18 years old here, just sooner than in America, basically, right? In US. In America, you are adult, you are full adult at 21 years old, not at 18, like here. Like in 18, you are considered kind of like trial, like trial adult, right? But you still can't drink alcohol. You still can't drive alone, right? You still can't. You can join army. Well, you can join army at 18 essentially, but you are not allowed to drink alcohol. What kind of what kind of country is that, right? What kind of adultery is that? You are essentially allowed to join army while still like a kid because you can't drink alcohol. Why? I don't know. But let's not talk about that, right? It's there are a couple of reasons why one would play like a pirated game, right? A lot of reasons. I don't say that those are legitimate reasons, I don't know, but there are such people like that, right? And of course, there are servers that run offline mode. Running offline mode server like is kind of technically against uh, the Mojang EULA, basically, right? You like technically it's against Mojang EULA, so I don't know if my plugin also kind of uh, violates this EULA because it essentially enables those cracked servers like manage offline UID whitelist, basically, right? But there are other plugins that are fine. And actually you have to run a server in offline mode if you actually plan to use it in a bungee cord proxy, because in a bungee cord proxy uh, the actual online mode server is the proxy itself, and every server that's connected to the network has to be offline mode because the proxy actually provides that UID of that player. Like the proxy itself authenticates the player. There's no need to authenticate the player the second time, basically, right? When connecting to the actual server. So yeah, that's where offline mode server actually uh, has its use. But at the same time, it actually breaks this plugin because this plugin doesn't actually know that it's running in a bungee cord environment, so it cannot adjust properly. So I'll have to fix that as well. That's one of the main one of the main things. And there are some out plugins that kind of mess with the UID system, etc., and actually uses its own, or it actually tries to verify the player if it's actually registered, if it's actually a legit player according to Mojang. So, you know, if the player is not registered, like if the player didn't legally buy the game, then it's not a genuine player, basically, right? So yeah, so those are those plugins that those may technically violate the EULA because they technically allow cracked players to join, right? They technically allow to those servers to actually manage like player authentication kind of themselves, right? Well, here's the thing. This is well, I wouldn't say like bad. If it violates the EULA, it should be bad, right? It shouldn't be allowed. Well, it depends. Does Mojang do anything about it? Like, does it send Caesar these letters? No, it doesn't. So, as far as I'm concerned, I didn't receive anything, and there are a couple, actually hundreds of downloads. It's not a small number, if you ask me, right? I could actually show you. I could actually show you. You know, actually show you. It's like spigotmc.org. Yeah. Thanks, Cloudflare. Why? Yes, I'm a human. And ask me if I'm a human. Yeah. There's a bungee cord, resources. This is the search. When I search for BetterWhitelist, right? It shows up here. Oh, really? 0 ratings. There are 253 by Tajin Misk. Oh, I need to see that. I need to see that, right? There's a description. The beta version of the standard vanilla micro vanilla whitelist. It is very small and not overloaded with extra features. It's just a whitelist which allows organized players to connect to your server. The standard whitelist of vanilla Microsoft has some bugs in which in it which won't let you it work properly. Actually, probably. Yeah, something. There's a video. Oh boy. Let's actually see how it works. Tajin, you are not whitelisted. That actually. Oh boy. BWO. Okay, it's not. It has been added. Alright. Alone. Oh. Okay. Alright, it's not the same plugin. It's more like light. Okay. That's something. Plugins were loaded. It's already in the whitelist. It's kind of. It's kind of you know, something. Alright, commands: help, reload, add, remove. What about a list? Permission nodes. Reload. That's something. Config. Is whitelist.yml. I can add commands too. First plugin. Also first plugin. First release 2016. It is actually older than mine. Because if you look at mine, it was first released 2022. So yeah, he actually had the same name idea basically before me. I swear I did not look it up beforehand. It's just like I just noticed now that there are two plugins that are of the same name, and one is older than mine. So yeah. But hey, I support the Czech language. I support multiple languages here. That's a neat feature, right? That's neat. Yeah, 433 total downloads so far. So yeah, currently it's version 1.1. There's a snapshot version 1.1.0-beta 1. That's the current beta version basically. We can actually go to I can't really show this. There are the commands. I might actually enclose this in like spoiler tags, I guess. So it's actually a little bit so it's actually a little bit easier to read and it's not cluttered or something. Let's actually see here. This is the hot bug fix release. That's this beta. The list now sorts players in alphabetical order and divides list into pages. These are the pages. The place number with page number, right? That's what I actually added. Add now supports multiple player specifications per spaces. That's also what was added. That's like what I actually had, like I want to add before, right? So I finally did for 1.1.0. But this time I want to actually, I guess it's gonna be like beta 2, right? I'm not sure if there's there are 3 issues like open here. Disconnect whitelisted player. So all right. Okay, velocity is much. I recently learned that velocity is actually much better than waterfall in performance, and like switching to waterfall or bungee cord wouldn't actually help because even for velocity, even for waterfall and bungee cord respectively, the servers actually have to be set to offline mode because how the proxy actually handles authentication, basically, right? It's not a velocity thing; it's a bungee cord thing, basically. So yeah. One simple solution for this would be like add a config option that essentially says force online, like always assume online mode, basically for the whitelist. That would fix this issue with this elegantly and really easily, actually, kind of like a dirty fix, basically. But I'm not sure if it's actually suitable for that, right? Because I would like to have players not no, players. I would actually like to server owners not rely on this option for the plugin. At which point they could easily just use the vanilla whitelist at all, right? They just wouldn't need to use that. But the neat feature of this plugin is that the whitelist kick message is actually customizable. It could be customized, and that's actually one of the other features I would like to actually add is customize it from a command, basically. Yes. Customize it from the console, basically, or from the game chat, if you have a sufficient permission for that, right? So yeah, that would be cool. And it would be just like, well, do it here, right? Etc. Yeah. Yeah, it's like it could be a configurable option. For the time being, I might actually introduce that, but I want to actually look into other stuff because this is like just one issue. It's like with the proxy server itself. I didn't mean to do that. There is this feature request and login integration. This is a bug. Still checks UID on slash whitelist import and not put players on whitelist. Oh, yeah. This is like gazer players. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is actually. Yeah, Floodgate is also something. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't consider Floodgate as well. Yeah. I forgot that this thing exists as well. But if the server is set to online mode false, it should actually just add the players, like, right? It shouldn't just. And yeah, it does check if the online mode does exist. It does actually do the check. But if the online mode doesn't exist, it will still add the player. It just doesn't generate. It just doesn't add the online UID. It just adds the offline one because you know it doesn't. If you actually use Floodgate for your server, I don't think it should be used on an offline mode server. If you use a Gazer MC with Floodgate, it should be only used on an online mode server, or if your server utilizes like some kind of proxy handling that checks if the player is genuine. Like if you have an authentication plugin that checks if the player has actually uh, a genuine account. There are a couple of them. There's nlogin that does this, which is a paid feature actually. What I recently learned. I might actually have to purchase that uh, that premium feature for the testing purposes. I would actually like to do that because I want to support the creator of the plugin because I really like what they're doing, right? I do want to support independent creators like me, right? So yeah, I'm all about that. There is another plugin that does it. There's like and login. There's like Libre login that or Libre out. I don't really remember now. But they actually contacted me. They're like another one that contacted me regarding of this plugin, and I kind of find out that hey, they speak Czech. First of all, because I contacted like the dev behind it, and I wrote in English, right? I was like, and he responded in Czech language. I was like, wait, you are Czechs? I didn't know, right? So yeah, so those are like two main out plugins that I want to kind of incorporate into it, right? And just try to see if they are actually present and detect it and kind of incorporate it into the scheme. And I'm actually gonna introduce like a third option that's gonna be like custom UID basically, right? Because those plugins actually have the capability of generating and maintaining their own like database of players and generating a completely new and custom like random UID basically for the player on that server and maintain that and like register that player, right? And if the player like joins with the same name, it will actually see if it's correct. It will ask, actually see if it actually exists in the database. It doesn't just save the UID for the player, it actually saves its own credentials as well, like their encrypted password basically, right? And that UID might actually be like a salt to the to the password, right? So yeah, that's kind of what it is. I'm sorry if you hear some popping noises. Uh, yeah, I'm not eating really healthy, so I kind of have like gassy outbursts, basically. I'm sorry about it. Well, don't jump around. So this is the whitelist.json. This is the vanilla whitelist, basically. It's a JSON array that have like objects that have like UID and name. UID is always like UID the server either knows at the time because the player is joined, and it will actually get that UID from the player, or it pulls the UID from a registered player if the player is not online. You essentially enable whitelist for a server that's empty. You you set the whitelist on right away, vanilla whitelist, and then like or just whitelist in general, and then you actually add players that you want there to play, right? So you add yourself as well, of course, right? You add your friends if it's like a friend server. It's like a private server that you want to play with your friends. Yeah, this is where the offline mode offline mode server actually breaks, right? Because it doesn't let you add players that do not exist, and if you add a player that does exist, it will actually pull their own online UID from the Mojang database, and it won't let that player to join actually because their UID will mismatch the one that's reported, that's actually stored in the whitelist, right? So the player won't be able to join even when they are actually on the whitelist, right? So this is where the vanilla whitelist breaks. It doesn't work with offline mode servers, right? Well, legally speaking, that shouldn't be a problem because offline mode servers are technically speaking against Mojang UID. But if you actually have like a private server with your friends and not all your friends actually use, not all of your friends actually have the game like bought. Well, I don't think that Mojang can actually persecute the server, especially if the server is not open to public, right? If only you and your if you only you and your friends know the IP of the server or like its domain. If it doesn't actually have a custom domain for it, right? If you have one provided by your hosting, it actually doesn't really, I don't know. Mojang won't actually go after you. Only if you actually try to like add the server to some server list, like make it like a public server, then Mojang may go after you or something. I don't know, but I haven't actually seen like that happening. Because there are definitely some offline mode servers that actually uh, are on server lists, and Mojang doesn't do anything about it, right? They don't care. So yeah, it's like if you have if you have like a private server with your friends, and not all of your friends actually have the game uh, bought, don't actually own the game, right? Like legally, then I think it's fine, definitely, right? But you still need actually some whitelist that properly works in this case. So this is what kind of solves it, basically, right? So yeah. Also, one another thing is like testing the process. Like if you are just testing and you don't actually intend to open the server to anybody else, like than yourself and maybe your team that needs to test on the server. Maybe your server is offline mode because it actually your server is offline mode because it doesn't actually need access to the internet. So you actually are experimenting with some kind of development or something in a closed network, basically. So you actually need your your team to actually kind of work with the game in that closed environment. Basically, I don't know, and you need like only certain part of the team like go there. I mean, well, yeah, it's like this kind of like access management is also possible with this plugin, right? So this is where it actually comes in handy. And of course, you don't actually need to use its offline mode UID uh, at all. It is just like a feature that helps those that run offline mode server. You can actually use it for customizing the join message, basically, right? If you're not on the whitelist, it will kick you out of the server, and like the default message is like you are not whitelisted, right? Because that is like the default. This plugin makes it red. It's like a red message, I think. It should be like that. And you can actually customize this message. You can say it, you are not whitelisted, to apply, join our Discord or something, right? It's like a preset there with a fake Discord invite link. You are actually meant to replace that invite link with your own actual invite link for Discord. So yeah, in the in the in like the what's it called, in 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 the config. So yeah, and I want to make it like more accessible, because you might have to like make a new Discord server or something, or I don't know. Maybe you have just recently just got a massive like nitro boost from your members, right? And you surpass like to the level 3 basically, and you can set your own vanity URL basically, and you want to show that, and we want to replace that with that. So yeah, it's kind of like make it easy, right? So I'm actually kind of looking into doing that, right? And I want to also try to get like the formatting for it, I guess, right? So, and of course I want it to be bilingual, so I want it to have like English or Czech, and you can actually contribute to it as well. What I'm actually planning is a translation website, uh, like uh, like the one that you would see on in Crowdin, right? Crowdin is it called? It's like a translation platform that you can actually translate programming projects, like a software, like on it. Minecraft is on Crowdin. The issue with Crowdin is it's actually paid. Yeah, it has some free tier as well. You can actually make a free account, and to some extent you can actually have like a project there hosted for free, but it's limited, and I don't like it, right? So I was like, well, there has to be some alternative for it. Turns out there is, and it's yet again from Czech developers. It's called Weblate. Weblate is actually a really nice project, and it actually works in more cases better than Crowdin. For a small fee, you can actually host it on their servers, so it's just kind of good. Or you can actually host it on yourself on premises, but you won't actually have access to like a support at this case, other than support from the community, basically, right? So yeah, you can actually go about that, and you can host your own project on your own premises, on your own server, basically, and I actually have a place to host that. I've actually tried it for myself. I actually got it there, and set it with my friend. Actually, I've my friend actually has like a server that I can actually use for hosting my projects, right? So that's a neat feature, basically. That's a need from him, basically. He lets me to host my own projects on his rented server. Basically, it's a rented server. It's like on a data center somewhere in France, basically. Yeah. So he lets me to use that, and I'm actually planning to make my own Weblate instance, basically, and host it there. Yeah. So this is where you will actually go and submit your translations, basically, right? So I'm actually going to release this one first, and then import the project there to have it like updated there. It will actually update with beta releases, right? Of like the updates. We'll do that, but the updates will be actually called beta, and like those features that are on the beta will likely there to stay. So it shouldn't be like I would delete some messages or something. I don't know. So yeah, you would actually have this kind of level of control over it. And I might actually add support for another plugin that's actually doing like per user language settings. I forgot the name of the plugin. Oh god, it's not Oraxen. I forgot the name of the plugin, but yeah, it actually uses uh, its own like formatting scheme, its own like placeholder scheme, basically, right? It uses its own format, basically for the messages, and it actually replaces like actual the actual messages like that. You can actually do like import. I'm actually going to like make a new actually do import, and it will actually have like those formatted files ready for the plugin to be installed. So yeah, it will actually have like it'll actually do like the import for it, basically, right? So it will actually place it there in advance. Basically, if you install it, if it actually detects the plugin used, it will actually install it there. So yeah, so it will actually use like its API or something to install those files there. It was like on the server, and it will actually be your responsibility to upload it to the server itself, right? Because those files are for it will actually be your responsibility to like download files from the server and upload like I think there will be like command for it on in the BetterWhitelist plugin, right? It will actually like detect, it will like spit a message in the console, or it will actually like spit the message in the console, and it will like, hey, we detected this plugin is installed. It will actually help you to handle per user translations. Default for console will be English, but you can actually change it, right? Something like that. Or the console will use the traditional, like its own translation mechanism, right? And for the per player translations will be like this plugin will handle it for them, basically. So that's also one planned addition. And yeah, let's actually use this. This is the enhancement. This is a feature request, basically. Is there a feature problem? We have an authentication plugin in our server called nlogin. This is what I called about. This is actually what we're talking about, right? Because it also allows premium users to just automatically log in without typing in their password. They use a different UID system in their configuration. However, after installing BetterWhitelist, it stopped letting premium Minecraft users to automatically log in. Perhaps because BetterWhitelist uses offline UID, which nlogin does not use. Yeah, this is kind of the situation I was in before, because I did not actually consider like out plugins that would actually change how the UID system works in the game on the server. Because I would assume like they would actually use some kind of out plugin that doesn't like change the UID for the player. It will still use the offline UID, right? right? It will just pull the data from the online profile to verify the player is actually you know, logged in, but they will still use the offline UID for the player, right? Which is what our server actually used, right? I totally didn't like consider this would be like in use. So yeah, the end login is I would say like Spanish project, Spanish or Latina project. I would say. I'm not sure if it's like European Spanish. Does because the creators of Nlogin are Spanish-speaking devs. I'm not sure if they are like European Spanish speakers or they are like Latinas, right? I don't know. It doesn't matter actually. They actually know good English, so yeah, it's good. And this is consider nothing. Additional content is their Discord server. They actually directed me directly to the. They actually directed me right to their Discord servers. Like, this is neat. Let's go. I reopened it. Could be used with an API and a Bungie code plugin messaging on direct speaker messaging. It would be possible, however, it's going to require quite a lot of resources to learn and properly test out. So this is what I'm talking about, right? This is what this stream is about, basically. I know I'm babbling for like 1 hour and 16 minutes or something about it. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. This is actually where Nick UC, the creator. Oh, it is a Latina, it's Brazil, and they're actually Portuguese. Okay, it's like a Portuguese speaking community. Okay. As just offline players, instead of the internal generation, the UID of nlogin is forwarded to the backend servers, so it will be stored in user cache. If not booking it online mode, small junk player entering get online UID doesn't equal the null. Send a message. Send message. Yeah. It's like this split string messages Mojang player message. And replace Mojang. Blah 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 blah. They actually linked this whitelist command to Java, especially lines 182 to 3 in this commit. It will reward change async player login event to player login event since UID will already be available through the get player method. Async player login event previously didn't really work well because it caused the players to join the server for a split moment before being kicked by if the server wasn't on whitelist. And if you're using a plugin for player analytics, an out plugin, etc., they clog your server junk data. Yeah. Even just vanilla server gets clogged with just junk player data because each player that joins will get assigned their inventory and end the chest. Async player pre-login event makes sure that the player will never get to the server if the player is banned or not whitelisted and won't clog the server with junk data. This is like my reason why I used async player pre-login event. It will the player won't actually have its own UID or something assigned by the server yet, right? Or well, it will actually be because a server needs to create it for them if it's like on offline mode. Occasionally you could see a message that someone joined and immediately left, or not depending on what plugins use for only a leave message. With this simple fix, that issue no longer happens. Again, the fix by using player login event disallow instead of player kick player. That's something I considered. And actually added it there, but I didn't actually like tested it before, right? So yeah, I need to check if the event has already been cancelled before blocking. With player login event gets results since, as you said, many other plugins can block login with player login event. I'll spend a little bit on this thing and see how it will work. And I also need to use the API with this thing in order to ensure that servers use custom out systems can work properly with my plugin. And they directed me to the unlogin the API actually, so this is what I'm actually gonna be checking. This Maven Gradle thing is this is just for SSL or cipher mismatch. Alright. Can I disable the HTTPS? No, I can't. Okay. Looks like your server is kind of this is the API. Oh, yes. This is the annotation package. Those are like the packages. So yeah, let's look at this one. There's nlogin API interface. There's a subclass. This like nlogin internal interface used for internal nlogin calls. I'm pretty sure I won't be using that, I guess. And this API holder. Let's see actually what's the holder about. There's a constructor, of course. All right. And it says nothing. There's no description for it. There's a method. There's init. There's again no description. And methods inherited from Java lang object. Okay, it's just its own class. And it's a class. It's not like interface. Extends object. All right. It's just the holder. There's nothing itself. And it seems like it's just a static it's just a static class that holds the API. Alright, there's this internal. Let's see what's this. Create identity from no name. Yeah, this is nothing I can use. Create identity. No, there's nothing for me to use. Right. This will be actually useful. And it's an interface. And I maybe won't need a change password, I guess. Maybe I won't need that. Oh, wait a minute. I'll be right back.
better in my head, but the feelings end up wasted. So I'm sorry for breaking down when you said you got me. I'm used to being let down, but I'm hoping if I'm falling too fast, then you'll catch me. You'll catch me. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not flawless. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash? I'm so afraid that you'll run out of patience. Trust me, I know how it feels to be hopelessly waiting. Sometimes I don't know if I can even change, but I'm still trying. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not flawless. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash?
Oh, I'm back. I'm sorry, I had to take a little toilet break. So yeah. So this is what I'm actually looking for. Change password, compare password. I guess I won't need that, so I can, because it's an interface. I don't really have. I don't really like have to use that. I guess. Is there? And login internal is another interface. Okay. This is nested class summary. And login API. Yeah, like the semantic says that name of the class should always start with capital letter. It's just semantic. It has nothing to do like with the function of the code. It will work just fine if all the letters would be like minuscule. It will work just fine. And this is actually where obfuscated code actually comes in, because it doesn't actually use any capitalization at all. It just uses mix of small letters, numbers basically, and underscore basically, right? It's like just mix of that, random gibberish basically. It's kind of obfuscator is. So yeah, this is actually readable. So yeah. nlogin uses minuscule n at the beginning because it's like the branding of the plugin basically, right? So why shouldn't it be like in the class names, right? And interface names. It doesn't change anything about how it works. It's just semantic. I would, I could use this kind of branding, branded logic, semantic as well, right? So yeah, that's it. And login internal. This is the internal interface. It's a static interface, as it seems, and it creates identity, and there's a local event or something. Local menu action. It's also an event. You know, this is it's a compare. So this is a force login. First is a previous login. It's a string, string, um, string methods are deprecated as it seems. As a get account, this will actually be used, I guess. The get accounts if it's like returns all accounts from nlogin. It's an iterator, okay. Get accounts by IP. This is more like for permissions plugins or like uh, punishment management, right? Because like you want to actually see like who's registered to that IP, so you can actually see if like there are multiple players playing on that IP, or if there is like somebody who's evading a ban or something, you know, possibly. So it's not that's not useful for me. So force login not useful for me, but this get account and the get accounts definitely are useful for me. Okay, so get API. This returns the nlogin API basically. Okay, yeah, this is the static one. So this is definitely what I'm gonna be using. This is definitely what I'm gonna be using as well. So yeah, I'm not actually going to like make my own implementation of the interface, because the implementation will actually be included into the the implementation will be actually included into the plugin itself. So yeah, I'm actually going to use this get API static. Actually use this get API static method from the interface. So yeah, there's a get API version. That's also something important. Though I'm not sure if I'm gonna be actually using that. Get Discord. Uh, it's deprecated and get account identity is instead. Okay, right. It's I think identity is like another okay. Of bedrock, of no name, of offline, or of premium. This is string name and this is UID. This is Mojang ID. Returns an instance of a premium player identity with a given Mojang ID. Just another interface. Okay. The of bedrock with a given bedrock ID. Okay. Of no name. Returns an instance of a player identity with a known nickname if with appendix if enabled. Oh, that's something actually. Of no name, no nickname. No name, player name in server, which is like a player that's been registered to to the server, basically, right? There's offline string name as well. Returns an instance of an offline player identity. There's of premium. Returns an instance of a premium player identity with a given Mojang ID, which is a Java edition ID. You know, not Bedrock edition. This which is this thing actually of Bedrock. It's given Bedrock ID. And I think they will actually have this they'll actually have like implementation of this as well, right? Because what this does actually, it, well, I would actually have to like get the identity actually, right? Account data. Um, this, oh, wait a minute, it's static actually. Those are actually static methods. Okay. So I can actually use identity dot of bedrock or something, or dot of no name, something. Yeah, this will actually definitely be used. All right. So let's actually create a new like thing. Uh, better whitelist dependencies. Yeah, it's truncated, but it's okay. And I can do like an login. Gonna libre login, just so I can actually kind of add it like that. I'm gonna actually add more, right, of it, but this is actually, there are another packages, there are annotation, enums, exceptions, and types. Let's do this actually. Let's do an overview. This is all within that, right? Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's add it there. Let's add it there as well. Right. API holder. Okay. This is the get API. Returns the nlogin API. If the API has not yet been instantiated. Alright, this is an exception. Illegal state exception, okay. It's this thing, alright. So, express is inherited from throwable. Is the string message okay? No, no info provided. Okay. The Maven Griddle doesn't work. This one. All right, that's good. So yeah, this is the identity. Okay, definitely gonna be useful. Is the holder. Let's see, annotation. It's proxy unsafe. Okay. That's not gonna be useful, I guess. Let's do enums. There's this account type. Alright. Those are the constants. Bedrock offline premium. Bedrock accounts are those authenticated by Mojang servers for Bedrock Edition multi-platform. Offline accounts are authenticated by the nlogin running server using passwords or any kind of direct authentication. Premium accounts are those authenticated by Mojang server for Java Edition PC. Alright. That's self-explanatory. Alright. That's account type. Let's actually add it to it as well. It's good. This is the database type. Let's go. Okay, H2, MariaDB, MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQLite. Alright. Value of returns the enum constant of this class with the specified name. Returns an array containing the constants of this enum class in the order they are declared. Alright, string name, okay. Let's add it as well, if though I'm not actually though I'm not actually sure if it's gonna be helpful for me. There's this implementation type, native and proxy. Native implementation means that the API has been implemented by the nlogin kernel. Proxy implementation means that the API has been implemented through a proxy that communicates to the nlogin core, which uses the nlogin API, basically, right? Nlogin, login, I don't know. Implementation type, value of, and values again. Well, there's no terms of describe the specified name. Alright. Did I save it? No, I did not. Let's save it. Why not? There's of course this login type. Bedrock login premium register session. Okay. Again, not really described here. I'm not sure if it's actually meant to be used. Let's save it as well. May be helpful in some way I don't expect right now. Server connect type as with configured server indicates that the connection attempt is using the value provided by login configuration. With last server indicates that this connection attempt is using the stored last server value. With platform server indicates the connection attempt is using the value provided by the platform velocity or bungee cord. Okay, this is the connect type. Okay, right. Let's save it. Definitely something. Spawn type. What is this about? Join, login, register, respawn. Oh, that's actually in game, right? Okay. I'm not sure if this is gonna be helpful. Well, let's save it anyway. Two-factor type. That's a two-factor? Okay. Oh, Discord or email. Okay. It's just... Alright, bye. Okay, right. It's good. There's a convert. Two-factor type, enum. Okay, there's the value of a string name. There's the value the specified name. As the values. Okay. That's something that enums actually have like implied methods, right? Let's save it. And that's it. Those are the enums. Those are the enums for events. Change password source. I won't actually need that. Command type. Indicates the type of command executed. Change password, login, register, unregister. I want to actually need that. Event enum. Authenticate event, bedrock login event, change password, login event, login request, also event, pre-command execute, premium login event, register event. Oh boy, this is a whole lot. This is a whole lot. Wrong password event. Oh right, this is interesting. It's unregistered, two-factor request. Oh boy. Oh boy. Something. Let's add it again. Let's add it there. Lockable event action. So lock, unlock. No. Unregistered source, update password. I didn't need that. Okay. Let's do overview again. So events. This event. Event.bookie.account. Password update event. I don't need that. Bucket out. Authenticate event, but check. I don't really need this. I don't really need authentication, I guess. So auth request, events. I did actually. Oh. I did actually save these enums, right? Event enum, two-factor type. What is the event enum? Well, there's these exceptions and types. Let's do type. Account data. Let's actually use that. Well, and login. I won't need this. Just another interface, of course. I will need this, I guess. Not sure about this one. Email, no. Hash password, no. ID, I don't know. Unique ID. Of course, this will be definitely used, I guess. So get type of account. It's also definitely gonna be used. And I think I have saved that account type. Yes, I did. Alright. Last name. Returns the registered last name of this account. Oh, that's definitely gonna be used, I guess. Get settings. Get unique ID. Okay. Get last address. Last IP. Get last login. Get email. Get Discord ID. Get settings. Get language. Returns the last language of this account. What? Language. What? Since API version 3. Optional string, okay. Something. This is the account data, right? Account data. Implementation of account data for internal usage only. Okay, so internal usage only. Alright. So, yeah, no, right. I don't need to look into that. Just identity. I think I've already have that. Yep. Yep, I already have that. This is of course location. Okay. Get word name, get X, get Y, get Z, get pitch, and get yaw. That's interesting. These three are in double. These three are just single precision float. Those are double precision floats, and these are single precision floats. Why? I don't know why those are not double. Yeah? You get me? I don't know. Well, I don't think I will need location. No. As exception. Unlogin not loaded exception. Yeah, it's ready. Not ready exception. That's also gonna be used. All right. Oh wait. Let's actually use that. Request unavailable exception. Exception thrown an API request could not be performed. Only thrown in proxy implementation. How to fix it? Before use, check if the API is available. And login API is available. A method. Okay. Throwable. Okay, that's something. Let's do that. Request unsupported. Okay. As an API request can be fulfilled in the current implementation, only thrown in proxy implementations. Might be useful. Okay. Well, this will definitely gonna be soft dependency, which is gonna be actually used before. This will actually ensure that nlogin will be loaded before BetterWhitelist, basically. Otherwise, it's alphabetical order, basically, right? It's just that's just it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually use these events. Command connect. Maybe the velocity connection. Event internal, no. Bungee connection, of course. And bucket out request. Maybe out and out request. I don't know. Server pre-connect event. Alright, this is velocity. Let's add it. Right. Get original server. Just the original is to connect. Get player. This is the player instance. Okay. Get server. The server is to connect. Alright. So it's might be useful for not available for proxy implementations. Alright, so what's the power to dpa proxy server registered server get server. Okay. As long as the server used to connect, okay. Alright. Right, the server pre-connect event in the event bungee connection. That's gonna be like this is the same kind of this is the same class, but for bungee implementation from bungee cord. That's good. But now, yeah, this is problematic. So I actually have to edit this one. Velocity. Right. And this one is gonna be bungee cord. Right. Okay. That's good. Right. But this is the same thing. It's just for bungee cord, not velocity. Alright, there's the book it out. There's this authenticate event. Event triggered when the player finishes authentication. Event triggered when the first automatically is connecting with the Bedrock account. It's login event. Finishes authentication via login. Premium login. Premium account. Just a register event. When a player registers also on the server, there's a session login event and the wrong password event. Okay, alright. I just added this whole thing, I guess. Book it out. This out request. Login request change event. Indicates a new action performed on login request event. Okay, when the login request is initiated for the player. Right, let's add this one as well. Yeah. That's the entirety of the API bit, I guess. You know. Class 3 deprecated. There's a lot of deprecated things. A lot of deprecated methods, I guess. Use nlogin API that set Discord identity long instead. These things are actually, I don't know, deprecated like, but those are like internal, so they don't actually need a description. Okay, so yeah. Well, oh yeah, and I'm not actually logged into my GitHub account, so yeah. This is me. This is me, right? Owns this repository, committed to this repository, yeah. So yeah. Those are like opened ones? There are no closed, okay. So okay, that's good. Well, that's not good, actually. But there are only 3 open. And they're open for a very long time. I didn't really have time to work on this, so yeah. I'm gonna actually switch to the chat because I'm gonna actually open Discord. I don't want it to be visible on stream. I'm gonna mark those announcements on my server as red. Oh, there's actually... Why did it announce twice though? What happened to that? I don't know. Seems fishy. Oh yeah. Well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually find it though. Kind of forgot. Nothing. Alright. What happening here? Oh, it's this one. Alright. Let's. That's not what I was looking for. Yeah. No. I don't know who contacted me. It's like a very long time ago. Something. No, no. That's not it. Yeah, I love Czech-speaking people who put Japanese characters in their name. Okay. Yeah. Really, really confuses. That's not confusing at all. No, really not. Uh, what this is? Also plugin help. Huh? Something. Um. This is not it. Nope. No. Oh boy. What this is about? Oh, sorry. That's not it as well. Uh, I'm still looking for the liberal login kind of thing in my DMs. I can't find anything though. Nope. It's not it. It's not it. It's of course not it. I'm looking for those. Nope. Alright. That's not what I'm looking for. Uh, is not gonna be. Nope. Oh. Okay. Alright. Not what I'm looking for as well. Nope. That's an old message, okay. This is definitely not the right person. I'm really glad now I'm really glad I actually I actually hid Discord, because there are there's a username and password for for social media. Okay, no, I'm not showing that, of course. Oh boy, Twitch gone. No. What about you? Um, vanilla. What is it called? What is it? Uh, so talk about adventure maps on Minecraft. Okay. No, 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 no. It's definitely not what I'm looking for. This is not what I'm looking for. This, headquarters. Uh, that's not what I'm looking for. This, I have a hunch this is not what I'm looking for as well. There's some lengthy conversation taking place though. Holy shit. There's a lot of... Nailed it. I was later brocked. Yeah, something. Nope. That's not it. This is not it. What about this? Yeah, that's not it. So, Okay. Oh boy. Oh, that's not it. That's definitely not it. That's not it. This is not it. Oh, what about this one? Oh no, okay, that's not it. That's not it. Nope. What about this one? No, that's not it again. I'm looking for a guy who contacted me about the Libre login plugin, actually, regarding my BetterWhitelist plugin, right? And asked me to add support for it. As my friend got hacked, and I really I got frustrated because he got hacked like 5 times in a row. Hilarious, actually. No, it's not what I was looking for though. Uh, the Joker bots, another actually. That's one. It's actually my another project I'm actually starting. I didn't like begin with developing it because I'm still like waiting if there's gonna be actually some like there's actually gonna be like some alternative to Discord.js. Like I want to use like Python, like TypeScript for it, which is a JavaScript framework. Well, framework. It's a JavaScript superset. TypeScript basically adds typing to JavaScript, like typed, typed, like type variables, basically, right? So you can actually define like a variable type through TypeScript. But here's the caveat about TypeScript: it's actually not runtime type checking. It's actually compile time type checking. Like look, I should say transpile type checking. It only checks types during transpiling. It will actually not check types during the runtime. It will just work like any other. Will just work like any other JavaScript code, basically, right? Because it transpiles into JavaScript code, TypeScript that doesn't actually run on its own. So yeah, it's not about that. That's not what I was looking for, though. It's definitely not there. Oh, it's definitely not against my friend. But that wasn't my friend who sent it to me. Oh. That's not friend, it was someone who asked me, so I would actually check like Looks like just wanted to. Alright. What about you? Yeah, I was talking about Minecraft resource packs. What about you? No. What about this? No, no. Definitely no. It's an old Czech advert. And it was me who sent it to them. Okay. What about you? Wow, some old friend. Uh, nope. That's not it. What about you? Someone trying to sell me some art. Boy. Right. I could. Oh boy, no, no, no. Rickroll. Okay, it's good. Uh, oh boy, this is gonna take a long time. That's not it. I don't think this is it. What about you? No, that's not. I know it was an English-speaking person. I know it wasn't in Czech language, it was in English language actually. Who contacted me about it? This is another artist, okay. And it's not what I'm looking for. What is this? Okay. No. I don't think I have it anymore. Someone actually contacted me on Discord, I think. Or maybe it's like on my own server, I guess. I was under the impression it was like in DMs, but looks like not. Oh no. Well, no, it's not in. It's not in my DMs. Okay. I guess it's on this one. Okay, it's not in my development server. About my What if it was actually in was it general? Oh. Alright. Some deleted user. Oh boy. This is so old. Alright. Oh. Oh boy. My friend just I don't. Okay. Boy, I might have to sign. Maybe it's on my Twitter, my Instagram. Oh, it's on my Twitter. Oh. Yeah. Mojang changed something in their API and broke the broke the. That's still not what I was looking for though. Oh. Not the graphics designer. I'm not sure if those are bots or something. I don't know. I don't really get it. Enthusiast. Okay. Wow. This is an easy. Like, report it. It's a spam. Yes, and block this. Block this bloke. Okay. Oh boy. We're doing well. this is really spam block. Okay, right. Tidying up my Twitter DMs. Okay, this is another. Yeah, extremely hot girls. Yeah, block. Report and block. Okay, just hey, hey. If you want to send me some nudes, don't. I'm not interested in that. Okay. It's like those are just spam bots that are just like luring people into like horny people, like just into some kind of trap, right? It's like fishing or something. Fishing through fishing horny people. Actually, it's just like nah. This is some. Why is it in Arabic? Why? Uh, this is easily spam because this is. I can really. Even if I don't understand Arabic, I can actually clearly see it's some cryptocurrency shit. So I'm not interested in that. Okay, I've had it. It's just a QR code. That's just. Oh, it's gonna actually. Well, you've been streaming on Twitch. Yeah. A lot of people just asking me for something. This is in another language. This is Japanese. I can't understand Japanese. Sorry. Uh, yeah, this is. Yeah, block this one. I don't produce music. No. Got lost. Yeah. Block. Oh, let's not actually see that. Team YouTube. Team YouTube actually messaged me. Oh boy. I don't really check DM requests very frequently. So, someone is. That's not what I'm. Was chatting with girls. He actually. He actually wrote me first, which is like. I did not expect that. We're chatting about threads, which right now it's actually in you as well. So actually register. Yeah, kind of a nice, wholesome chat with Keralis, one of the hermits. I was like, I was like, what? He contacted me first. I was like, okay, I don't know. And it is actual Keralis. It is the Keralis. Oh boy. Bye. Okay. I don't really. I can't find it anywhere. So sorry. But if I do login, if I do liberal again, I'm actually gonna change back to the desktop view again. It's gonna be a bit boring stream, I guess. Well, whatever. So this auto logins, Spigot, see, there's the Modrin page. Let's actually look at the Modrin page. The installation guide. Nope. um, this is actually the owner. There's a Czech speaking person. There's a Czech one. That's Czech. Okay. I don't see them being like. Okay, I've got like. Oh. There's the liberal login Discord server. I like. Let's see. The log. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. This is new release. It's a free plugin, so it's neat. The feature request. Five. Oh, it's in Salsi 1 server. Okay. Admincraft Discord API in the source code as well. Oh. Well, small world, eh? Small world. After all, yeah. The DTech is another contributor. I don't think it's like fully Czech project, but yeah, the devs are mainly Czech. So yeah. Is there like? Yeah, there are offline players. Pumpkin. There are two persons named Pumpkin. That's something. Psychopath. Why? Oh, on Prime. My lord. Oh boy. That's not what I was looking for though. Well, there's a TOTP2FA, there's Bedrock Edition support as well. Okay, name validation sessions, loading vast API. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Okay. Oh yeah, baby. Let's add it to the Libre login thing. As a Maven repository, of course. It's adding the artifact, so Gradle, Maven dependency as well. adding repository and the dependency as well. I'm looking for paper, purple, etc. I must declare as the purple plugin that pay YML. Then you can get the API instance. Our API equals Libre login provider plugin machine get plugin Libre login that get Libre login. Yeah. Oh boy. Velocity. That's right. ESH. Let's do API events. Let's see. Alright. Right, let's save that as well. Hey, don't. Alright. That's the extent of this wiki. Like warnings, no. So let's see this events package. Okay. It's authenticate event, limbo server choose event. They don't have like Java doc pages, I guess. It's okay, I think. Let's do this actually. Let's. Oh shit! Always jump scares me. Yep. Right. That's it, I guess. Well, it's almost 3 hours. Very boring hours, I guess. I'm sorry about that. But hey, could be worse. I'll actually need to end the stream soon. So I'm gonna actually switch there. I'm gonna see, okay. Well, let's do that. Well, today I didn't really do any of like the actual programming, I guess. But I did actually explore like the APIs, etc. I wanted to show you like the uh, the messages about. I think they contacted me on Discord. I don't have the DM anymore. I don't have, or maybe it wasn't in DMs. Maybe it was like on my own server or something. But I cannot actually find the messages anymore. I think the channel it was in was deleted already. So like a long time ago. So I cannot get to there. Sorry about that. But hey, someone did actually ask me about LibreLogin. Without them, I wouldn't even know this plugin actually exists, right? So yeah. So the same goes for the nlogin plugin. I wouldn't know it actually exists, right? So yeah, that's something. I think I'm gonna purchase like the premium access to nlogin. I think it should be one-time purchase, so I actually get like the license key or something for it, and yeah, should be like that. Let's see if I can actually rate someone. Um, let's actually see the same category. Great Mate Puzzle Game. Game the stream. Indie game dev. That's actually looks pretty good. Um, there's some French. Let's actually use English because I want English, right? So there's someone also doing Godot. There's someone streaming in English and Russian. Russian English. That's something. Uh, and this title, if I read it correctly, says "Разработка игры на ПК на Unity," which should translate to working on a game in PK in Unity. So that's something. As a Russian developer, that's good. Hacking computers. I'm not sure about that. The dreaded Stripe webhooks. What? The JavaScript, TypeScript? I don't know about that. The bot who traveled Twitch. Grumpy mood, yet cozy stream. MMO game dev, working on the game launcher in Tauri. BSP entities code gun. Godot C Sharp, running the C compiler in C. That's a bold, that's some bold, bold task to do. Write the compiler, C compiler in C. that's some bold thing to do. Um, that's boring, I guess. I don't know about that. Oh, I don't really have like much to choose, right? It's not. Let's do the same category. Let's do English as well. I think the Greek myth puzzle game, I guess it's like the best thing right here. Okay, it's muted automatically. Well, doesn't look too bad though. Uh-huh. Doesn't look too bad. I might actually show it on stream. I think. Switch to desktop view. This is what I'm looking at right now. It doesn't look too bad, right? So it's in Node. It's like in Visual Studio Code. Okay. They're using Git. And it's in C# as well. They might actually use their own engine for it. Or no, it's Unity. Okay, it's Unity. All right. Gonna hide it again. And we'll begin the raid. So it's Manisha Game Dev. Let's give her. Let's give her. Let's give her a follow and show some support. So yeah. And bye.